Hi, I'm Emma from Glasgow Plant Mama, and I just wanted to do a quick video to answer a few of your questions about soil types, mixes and mediums, and when to water your plants. So different plants need different types of soil or medium. Tropical plants that like to be watered a lot more often, like things like cocoa and a little bit of perlite and worm castings, whereas succulents that really don't like to be watered all that often need lots of drainage. So we'll talk about the differences between the two, how much water to give them, when to water them, how positioning helps, and the different types of soils and mediums that they thrive in. So for a succulent, they like something with a lot more drainage. So they like lots of coarse grit or sand, perlite, and then a little bit of cocoa coir or something peaty just to help them along. The ratio that I like to use is 50% cocoa coir, 40% perlite, and 10% coarse grit or sand. This really helps make sure that there's not any extra moisture in the pot, which can stop them from rotting, which is a sign of overwatering. As far as tropical plants go, I like to use about 50% cocoa coir, 30% worm castings, and 20% perlite. If I don't have worm castings, it's also fine to use 50% cocoa coir and 50% perlite. As far as watering goes, that really depends on the positioning of your plants. So for example, a monstera in a bright sunny window is going to need a lot more water than a monstera in a darker hallway or a dark corner of a room. So I like to recommend what I call the finger test. You just pop your finger in the soil to about the second knuckle down, and see what the soil feels like. So if it's bone dry, it probably needs a bit of water, and if you pull your finger out of the soil and it's got lots of soil on it or it feels a bit moist, then it's probably a good idea to leave it alone for now. If it does feel very dry and you do think the soil needs to be watered, I like to water a plant until water runs out of the drainage holes. So what I do for my tropical plants is I actually just pop them all in the shower, I give them about a 90-second spray down, let them drain, and then return them to their homes, and they love it. As far as watering is concerned for most tropical plants, it's normally once a week to maybe once every 10 days. But it's really a good idea just to do the finger test and see what the soil feels like, because different types of year, and as I say, different positioning, the plant uses more water or less water. As far as succulents go, these guys thrive on neglect, so they really only need watering about once every 2 months, maybe 3, and not at all in the winter time. So the soil for a succulent wants to be dry 90% of the time, maybe even 95% of the time. I normally wait until I see little wrinkles starting to form on the leaves, which just means that they're starting to lose their water content and it's really time for a drink. These wrinkles go away once you've watered the plant, so it's not actually harming them in any way. It's just the plant's way of saying, I need a drink. As far as positioning goes, there are obviously plants that like brighter areas of sunlight like palms or monstera, and plants that like lower areas of sunlight like rubber plants, snake plants, or maybe even tzizi, which I actually call apocalypse plants because I think they can thrive under just about any circumstance. As far as positioning goes, if you guys would be interested in another video on where to position different types of plants, do just let me know. I'm happy to answer more questions and make more videos for you. I hope I've answered a good few questions about watering and soil types. If you've got any more, leave me a comment or send me a message and I will do a part 2. Thank you so much for listening, thank you for joining in, and thank you for all your support. Plant Mama wouldn't be possible without you guys, and you let me do what I love. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon.